yeah.
All right, guys. The first sauce here we're gonna be going is the micro sauce Pico peppers garlic delight. Four kinds of garlic: fresh, fried, confit, and dehydrated. It's a good opener, and I've tried this one. This is the one of
I
all of
have
them
too.
that I've tried, and it's fucking delicious.
Yeah. So while you're over there coating your wing, I'll go
Yep,
ahead and hit you with the question. So you started streaming how many years ago?
6 years ago.
6 years ago. Okay. So what's the if streamer 7 year streamers or 6 year streamer Slap could go back in time and give advice to year one streamer Slap, what would be like your biggest piece of advice? And also like there's a lot of people in chat who probably have thought about streaming at least, so this could be, beneficial to them too.
Wow, that's pretty good. It's even better the second time. Sorry. Well, what advice I would give them? Um, don't be worried. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't look at the numbers. Numbers matter, but at the end of the day, if you're just looking at the viewer count and everything like that, I feel like it just adds stress, and then people can sense that stress. Like attitude's very contagious, and I feel like trying to be less angry and you always see like Ninja and all these people with the crash outs, and everyone's like, "Oh, the crash outs, it's so cool," and streamers I won't mention anymore because they turned out to be shitty people. Um, but yeah, like you kind of like do that, and it's like controlled emotions is a little bit better than going out there and just being willy nilly, letting it all fly.
I
So
like
I would
that.
say something like that.
Cool. Yeah.
If that answers the
Presenting
question.
your best self. I like it. Oh yeah, definitely does.
Oh, that was good. That sauce is so good.
That was good. Yeah, I love that sauce.
All right. Next up, as I open it here, we have the pickled garlic sriracha. So this one's gonna be good. It's gonna be like tangy, pickly, key lime, I think, in here. How do I open this thing? I probably should have did this earlier. I was like, how hard could it be to open hot sauce?
I can just ask while you're opening
Yep,
it,
yep,
so
yep.
you can talk about. Okay, so you rode motorcycles with your father, and you guys had like a little club together, right?
He was the president of a motorcycle club. I didn't have
Cool.
a Harley, so I wasn't in the club.
Okay, got you. So just tell me a little bit, because I know you rode with him. So I guess just tell me like a little bit about that club, like whatever, any time you got to spend with that, and then how that bled into like your interest in bikes.
Okay, let me eat this wing here. I don't know if I should be worried about this or not. Hmm. Wow.
That one's good. I like the other one more so far. That's
Yeah,
not bad.
this one's interesting. My dad joined a motorcycle club. I didn't know it at the time, but I think that's around the time that he found out he was dying. Um, and so I think he was trying to do the things that he loved. Oh wow, the heat kind of creeps up a little bit on that one in the
Yeah,
back.
I feel it.
And so he joined a club, and then that club started to disband and all this stuff. And my dad didn't want to see that happen, so he became the president. He was like sergeant at arms when he was there,
That's
um,
cool.
and basically it was just like a hangout. I feel like for them, they wanted to go hang out, go play pool, go to the bars. They didn't. My dad didn't drink, but he just wanted to hang out with everybody. That was his kind of
Yeah.
thing. I mean, there were times where I would get home from work and my friends were hanging out with my dad at the kitchen table, waiting for me to get home because they're like, "Well, we knew you were gonna be like another hour, but we wanted to hang out with your dad." And so a couple of my friends had joined the motorcycle club with my dad because they got Harleys. I more like the
Cool.
sports bikes. Not necessarily a crotch rocket, but
Yeah,
not the ape hangers, you know.
I'm the same. Yeah, I'm
So
the same.
so I had a Honda Nighthawk, and so I would like ride with them and stuff like that, but I just didn't have a
Cool.
vest or what they call a
Hold on.
cut.
I'm gonna look up what a Nighthawk looks like while you're talking.
Yeah,
Oh, I
1982
love
Honda
that.
Nighthawk. It
Yeah,
was a
this is the type of bike I like too.
750 SC was the actual one, and it
Okay.
was the blue one.
What is this like style called? Because this is exactly what I
Sport
like.
sport bike, I think.
Sport. Okay. Yeah. 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 I
That
like
bike
it.
became the Honda. What's their fast bike now? Fuck. I used to know this. The heat is tingling. Um. Fuck.
I'll look it up. Honda.
CBR. That's what it became.
Okay. CBR. Yeah.
Yeah. The CBR was the.
Oh yeah, I've seen these bikes. I've seen these.
That's like
Yeah.
their crotch rocket now. So the Nighthawk was the bike before that.
Okay. Yeah. Like I mean, these bikes are cool, but like it's just like too flashy for me. I prefer like a more like subtle look, I guess.
Yeah. My
Like
dad. My
the
dad
Nighthawk
sold
was
my
perfect.
bike while I was in Colorado. That kind of pissed me off.
Oh
But
man.
like I said, I didn't know he was sick and stuff at the time, or as sick as he
Okay.
was. So it was
Yeah.
like, there were situations that if I would have known back then, it would have been different.
Yeah, I feel you.
This sauce I'm excited for. This next one, the white hot mustard sauce.
Oh yeah.
Carolina Reaper scares me a little bit, but I'm just interested in what fucking white hot mustard sauce is.
Let's see.
How many of these have you tried?
The first one and
Oh God, this one's thick.
the fourth one. I really like the fourth one.
This one's thick.
Oh, that's good. Has like a honey mustard kind of taste to it.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, that's really
All
good.
right, I'm gonna eat this while you ask the question.
Okay. So, related to everything with your father and riding motorcycles. So, like, what was your what's like your like most vivid memory? So whether it was like a crash or some like some ride you did, or you were working on the bike and you replaced a part. Like, what's like your most vivid memory tied to riding motorcycles?
First off, I really like this sauce.
Dude, it's really good. I love
This
this
is
sauce.
this is hot, but it's fucking
It
good.
is.
Let me
The
take a sip of
flavor's
this.
so good. Yeah.
Okay, so um, just for like reference, my dad got in a motorcycle accident in '89, and got hit by a bus and got disabled. He got like a bunch of money and stuff, but that takes a while, like the lawyers, the court, and everything. So when that happened, we went to Florida and we went to Disney World, and I was like 3 or 4 at the time, and basically light went green. We were in this big truck. It was a yellow Suburban, and guy ran a red light down the highway speeding, and he hit us, T-boned us on my side of the car, and me and my sister in the back, and his car like spun around and went away. And I remember my dad getting out of the car, and I watched him out the window, like the guy grabbed the guy out of his window and just start punching him in the face repeatedly, like, I have my wife and kids in the car. And then the cop showed up, and the guy just is like rolling up his window and just trying to hide in his car. And they're like, we're gonna get you out of there. And he's like, I don't want to get out of there. And I just remember this whole thing. And then it was like the first moment in my life that I didn't like fear my dad, but I more like respected him. I was like, oh shit. Like, he doesn't just talk, and even though he was like hurt and broke his back and his leg and everything like that, he was still able to go and like do extraordinary things of strength. I've seen a porch fall on him, like a whole deck, like not just like a small deck or anything. Like, this is a huge deck where people could have like a barbecue party, like fell because they cut it off the house and he was underneath it, and he was able to like hold it and then get out from underneath it, like just like incredible feats for the
Yeah,
back
like
being broken and the 4 places it was. Like he had 4 fused discs. Um,
wow.
so like, yeah,
Sounds
like
like a
like I said,
badass.
just like a fucking crazy guy. Like it kind of intimidating, you know?
Yeah, wow. My dad also well he started it. He rides motorcycles again, but he did when he was younger and he got hit by a car.
Ugh.
Um and his like foot got shattered, but you know, he was fine like in regards to like he could eventually walk and all that. But yeah, I just remember I think I was like a baby when it happened, so I don't remember it, but yeah. It's similar stories.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, my dad got hit by a bus, and they said that he'd never walk again. He walked till pretty much 3 months until he died. Before he died.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, guy was crazy.
This next sauce I've tried, and I really like this one too. I don't know. I
It's very
might like the
dark.
other one.
It's very dark,
It is,
and it's
yeah.
very scary and intimidating looking.
It's not as bad as it looks. Okay. Um.
Oh yeah, here the sauce.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Smoking Dragon, smoked habanero and peach, guys. This one's at 38,000. Okay. Hey, I know that voice. Do you 6 string? It's a Ghost. Have you ever seen the movie Ghost? This is the same thing. This is classic Swayze from Ghost.
There you go.
He's behind me holding the wings.
It's like whose line is it anyway?
Yeah. Oh
Um.
god.
Okay, so your friends would host a big backyard wrestling style like fun events at your house, correct? So what was one of the craziest matches you remember from that? You don't and you it doesn't have to be one you necessarily fought in, but if you did, that's also cool. But yeah, what was like one of the craziest, most fun backyard wrestling, your house type of crazy experience?
That's really good. Hang on, we'll sip real quick. Okay, so this kid at our school, Donovan Valley. Donovan, you're out there. Big shout out, buddy. Used to hold this backyard wrestling thing in his yard and everything like that. And it ended up getting big, like too big. Like people were driving from Kentucky to upstate New York, and like,
Oh, sure, really?
yeah, like it got massive. And basically, he needed a big property, and he knew that we threw a big pig roast every year. It was a family reunion that became like a 200 to 300 person event that we would throw for a pig roast. And so he asked my dad, he's like, hey, can I do a backyard wrestling and stuff? I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, so we can like hang out, we can watch. He's like, yeah, of course. So we didn't really like compete or anything like that, but we had the river in my backyard. To paint a picture, so my house is up on the hill. It's like a 100-yard hill down, and then there's a big flat spot, probably rectangle. I don't know, probably 300 feet in one direction, 100 feet in another direction, the short way, and then the river's in the short way. Um, I saw a guy get thrown over the bush into the river. The small guy, Froggy. We had a gazebo in the back. They set the ring up close to the gazebo. People were getting on the roof of the gazebo and jumping down and onto the ring at each other.
What?
Dude, it was insane. It was like the coolest thing. They did it like 3 years in a row there during the summer. Like I met all these guys from Tennessee, Kentucky, like all over like the eastern U.S. I would say no one west of the Mississippi came out that I knew of, but I could be wrong. But the best memory was late at night. We're all drinking and partying. We're getting hammered, all right? And people were just sleeping in the backyard. Like we told people to bring tents. Some people don't have tents, so they're just sleeping in the ring in sleeping bags. Well, it's starting to rain. And like I know like the weather by my house, and I'm like, yo, this is gonna be hard. It's like sprinkling a little bit. But I'm like, yo, this is about to come down hard. Like, when that hard rain's coming.
Yeah.
And so everyone's starting to like run in from their sleeping bags to get under the gazebo that are there. And this one guy, right, is just like hopping like caterpillar, like sack race style, right? And I'm just like, I'm hammered. And I just go, he's not gonna make it. So I run out there and I grab him fireman carry style and I fucking run him back under the gazebo as the rain starts coming down. And we're just hammered drunk. We toss him down and we're just all laughing hysterically. Why did you go save that guy? I was like, it was gonna rain. It was gonna rain.
That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, it was funny. Good times.
That's something you remember forever. Hopefully
Yeah,
he does too.
yeah. He probably was like, I don't know who that guy was. It was his house, but shit, it's crazy. I don't know who he was either. It wasn't any of the people I knew. Like, there's one of the random people, you know.
Yeah. So Moose was the one who told me about that, but I didn't know. Like, he was very light on detail. I didn't know it was from all over, like people out of state. I thought it was just like you and like your high school buddies.
No, cool. I wasn't even part of it. I was just there for the parties. I was like, you want to get hammered? I'm like, what do you guys want to do? We had our backyard gazebo. While I'm opening the sauce, we had this big gazebo. I used to throw parties with my friends where we took like $5,000. We got $5,000 together between all of us. Got kegs, liquor, a bunch of other stuff that I'm not going to mention. And I had a cash register that I had gotten from an old job. And we were actually using the cash register for shit while getting drunk and partying and like having a good time and making money. Like giving people a $5 endless cup. Keep your cup. It had a mark on it. Like, you know, just like, I don't know, the biggest parties you could think of in my backyard. And it was just like, there's no one there. You could be as loud as you want. No neighbors. Like,
so cool. Big
cornfields on both sides. Like, just no one there.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Oh god. Okay, this one's a little runny, but still a little thick.
Yeah, it is a little runny.
The bush parties, yeah. Tropical Amarillo. So Emily Blunt really liked this one in the one we watched yesterday. Okay. So I'm excited, but it does say sweet Scotch bonnet on it, so that's a little terrifying. Used to have similar parties in my parents' backyard. Yeah, dude, my backyard, like I said, when I'm saying like 200 to 300 people for like the pig roast and stuff, that's not an exaggeration. Like we had full tents all the way up and down the backyard, up the hills. You know, just yeah. I puked black one time. Like I drank so much Jack Daniels that it came back out like Jack Daniels, and grass didn't grow in that spot for like I don't know 4 years.
That's so funny.
Yeah, like I even was like, yo, that's the spot. Look at this, fucking crazy.
Okay, I'll hit you with your question.
Okay, I'm gonna eat this.
So you're big in martial arts. I know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know you don't practice that much anymore, right? But you were like really into it before when you were younger, right? Okay, so tell me what was like your favorite like move you would use that like would always work in like tournament settings, or like if you needed to get a point that round, like what was your like go-to move?
That one's got like a Jamaican jerk flavor to it. It's kind of nice. I like spinning hook kicks. It was my flashy move. Yeah. Oh, watermelon juice was it's a huge, by the way. Huge win. Basically, spinning hook kick or spinning heel kick, depending on like your art and stuff like that, was always a good one. But like my favorite move, because everyone in martial arts does this, is they fight with their hands like out a little bit and not by their head like they're supposed to. And so what you do is you just take your front hand, right? And you grab their front hand and you push it down while you're lunging forward and punch them in the face with the other hand. Superman punch. All day, every day. It's 4-4. You match point 5 to win. I'm doing that 9 times out of 10, and it's gonna hurt. I actually
love that.
Me and this kid Nick Kilmeyer in class, that's both of our moves. Like that was our go-to move, and we did it at the same time, and we both saw stars. We were both like on our asses afterwards. And I remember just like it was a white room and just seeing like purple, like when you stare at like the sun or a light too long and you look somewhere else and you see that like light, but that everywhere. It was like crazy. That's probably the closest I've ever been to being knocked out.
So you guys hit each other at the same time?
Same time, same move, same time, Superman punch. both grabbed each other's hand at the same time, just bam, bam, like, you know. And that was
That's some like comic book movie shit.
Yep, both landed on our ass. That was like some that was awesome. I didn't like him either. We got in a fight. We were
I
driving.
didn't like him.
So we were driving to North Carolina. And I'm
Oh,
like
yeah.
I'm like 10 or 11 years old, right? And this is from New York. We're from upstate New York, so it's a 12-hour drive.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what it was, but he was picking on me, and I've been bullied my entire life. I've always been a small kid. I never really liked to fight people. Even if I was good at fighting, I didn't like to fight people. Or anything like that. So I got picked on, and he was like starting to pick on me and bully me in the back of the van, and we're on the highway. You know what I mean? And I just dive. It's like a 3-row van. I'm in the center, and he's in the back. I dive from my seat to the back left corner of the van, and I just start punching him in the fucking face repeatedly. He was the first person I can remember ever to make me so mad that I couldn't control my anger, and I had to just. It was just, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, I got somebody. I think we all have like somebody like that in our life at one point. Someone who
Yeah,
like,
he was the first person.
either pushed us to that point or like made us want to like just beat the fuck out of them.
And I was like 10.
Mine was Nick Troll. That was his.
He
name,
was a
with
Nick.
U.
Also a Nick.
Another Nick.
What a dick.
Trull. Nick Troll. I'll never forget that piece of shit.
Yep. Fucking asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Killmeyer. He got his though. I feel bad. He has to shit in a colostomy bag because he got in a motorcycle accident.
Oh man. Okay.
So, you know, karma got him.
Yeah, God got him.
Yeah, but I was like, you know, like,
you don't
fuck
have
you.
to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, I was like, all right, but like, yeah. But that was like the run up. So like that happened when I was like 10. The fight where we almost knocked each other out, I was like 15 or 16, and I held on to that. I just remembered that.
Yeah.
I hate you, and we were fighting. Since they had us fighting in a sparring match, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hit you. Like, I'm letting you know right now, I'm not like pulling punches. This is gonna be legit.
Yeah.
And it was. So. All right.
These were the sauces don't fuck around anymore.
Yeah. That was
I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about this one. This is the Sauce Leopard Homegrown Hell. It's a little runny, just so you know when you go to pour it. 69,000. This has Caribbean flavors, peppers, Amarillo, pineapple, mango, which might save me, but Scotch bonnet again. So,
Damn. Here we go.
I'm a little worried.
My bite,
All right.
and then I'll ask your question.
Yep.
Flavor's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's hot already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. So I know you played the drums. What, in your opinion, pound for pound, what's the best drum solo in music history?
Fuck, dude. This was
And
one.
you can hit me with like a top 3 if you don't want to like just do definitive one.
This was one question that I was worried about answering because I really don't know. It's hard.
Or your favorite, or how about this? Your favorite, like when you were learning how to play drums, like what was that like one song that like inspired you? How about that? If that's any
Dude,
easier.
Moby Dick, Led Zeppelin, John Bonham playing the drums, doing just like what they do now. It would be considered normal. You know what I mean? But for the time and what he was doing, and that was like what I grew up with my dad, with like Zeppelin and classic rock. But John Bonham did some crazy things with the drums, with like off beats and making the drum pedal sound double bass by using the toms, and how he did his paradiddles and all these things. And it was just kind of like cool that he kind of remade all these things. But then you have Neil Peart from Rush, who is not only one of the best drummers of all time, but also writes some of the best music. You know what I mean? He wrote a lot of Rush music, so like he gets, I would say he gets in that Mount Rushmore, if you will.
Does he really have only one arm, like your child?
Well, Def Leppard guy.
Oh, gotcha.
Def Leppard guy has only one arm. That guy's crazy too, and he's a good drummer. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah, I got into it because it was nice, and then my buddy was a bassist, and we had another buddy who played guitar. Um, though he was hammered all the time. And we have some stuff on YouTube. You can go and check it out. It's from 2003. It's recorded off a phone. It doesn't sound horrible, but it's from a phone, so
Yeah.
you know, it was fun. We had a good time.
That's cool.
I would do it all over again.
I briefly learned how to play the guitar, but I fell out of it pretty quick. But I wish I knew how to play an instrument. I guess I could go back and relearn guitar stuff.
Yeah, my buddy Lottie and I and stuff, we would jam all the time in town in Milford, and like we would like be around town. People would be like, "Yo, did you hear that band that was playing the other night? That sounded pretty good." And I was like, "That was us." Hell yeah. We were just
Such
in my
awesome.
buddy's backyard. But it's a small town, so everyone heard us.
Dude, you had such like a cool. You did wrestling. You were in a band. You would ride motorcycles with with your dad and like groups of people. It's awesome.
So it's kind of weird. As the other day, I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, ah, damn. I was like, I haven't really done like fucking much, like da da da. And then I was like thinking back, I'm like, holy shit, I've actually done a shit ton. I was like, I've done a lot
You've had
with
a
my
very
life.
eventful life.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what, everything's not so bad.
Yeah.
You know, this next sauce is kind of scary.
Dude, this last one was definitely a step up.
Yeah, my lips are burning. It's got the
So
lip
are
burn.
mine. Yeah, they're mine.
Dude, Funky's Hot Sauce Factory. I love this label. It looks dope. Nirvana Dragon's Breath sauce. This one's got sesame oil, tropical fruit, Dragon's Breath chilies. So, I don't know what that means, but
Yeah.
hopefully nothing too crazy.
All right, here's your question.
Yep.
So you've lived in many, like 4 or 5, maybe more different states
Yeah,
throughout your life.
I think 4, maybe 5.
So what has been your favorite? And I think I know the answer, but which state has had collectively like your favorite food?
That's hot.
I haven't tried it yet. I'm about to right now.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes, it will.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, immediately hot. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Woo.
Woo.
Ugh.
This is where they add the sound effects and hot ones. And you
Yep.
start sounding crazy. Oh, I've got the sweat on the forehead going.
Yeah, that one got me. That one got me pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that one was just immediate heat. Wow.
Favorite food.
Yeah, which state has had like your favorite go-to spots, whether it's like, little corner spots or restaurants or just, what I mean?
Long Island, New York, probably.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What was like your what was one spot you can really think of?
There's a halal truck. Best
Ooh,
lamb,
okay.
best lamb halal gyros ever.
I love that style of food.
Mm-hmm.
We just in front of my apartment building, there's like these little shops that are opening up, and there's a halal street food restaurant cafe thing that's opening up. I'm so excited.
That sounds awesome.
I just literally walk. I could throw a rock from my balcony and hit it. It's super close. I'm excited. Oh yeah, that was hot.
I need another drink. I drank all my watermelon juice.
This next one's the bomb, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm worried. Oh, ice cold water is so nice.
For me, the burn, like I guess from all of the sauces, the sides of my, like the corners of my mouth, it's like really tingling. Oh.
I mean, it's my lips. The tips of my lips.
Oh. We're doing good though. We're about to hit the
Yeah.
hardest one.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything else is a little downhill from there.
That's what they say.
That's what he says. Yeah, hopefully it's true. And
They say.
then we know we'll be able to survive going on this show one day. Okay. I'm gonna have to blow my nose soon.
Mm-hmm. That one was bad.
Yeah. Are you gonna keep streaming after this, or are you gonna call it after this?
I don't know. We'll see. Coffee, they're hell.
Ooh.
Oh. Whew.
Last one was rough.
Yeah, it lingers. I'm gonna open all three of these.
So I've already poured them all. The ninth one is super liquidy. Be careful.
Okay. Whew. I got the spicy burps. There's 10.
Okay. Oh.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
I was coating the wings before. I don't think I'm gonna coat this one. I think we're gonna start dabbing.
I put them all on like a big tray, like an art easel, and I've been dipping them all or dabbing them all. Oh.
Okay. I'm going for it.
The bomb.
Ask away.
Okay. So you're well, you know, in a situation where you can never play any other video games ever, what's one single player game that you could play forever until the day you die? Not forever, but you know what I mean. Like you could play it without getting tired of it. And what's one multiplayer / like online multiplayer game that you could just play for the rest of the time, never get bored of it?
Okay. Okay. Great questions. Great questions.
I haven't actually bitten this yet. I'm going
it's hot. I would say it's hot. Single player game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't think straight.
Oh.
Maybe Super Mario World.
Okay.
I love that game.
Super Nintendo classic, yeah.
Yeah. It's that or Link to the Past.
That's one of my favorite games of all time.
Those
Maybe
would be
my favorite Zelda game.
Those would be the two I would choose from single player. It'd be tough. I'd have to flip a coin.
Okay. Okay. Now
and then
yeah.
Multiplayer.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I don't know if I would want to go co-op or if I would want to go like something that's PvP. You know what, Jafar, you're right. Rocket League all day. I can play that right now all day. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I like it.
Rocket League would be the answer for multiplayer. Oh my god. Ugh.
I guess for me, if I had to pick either Subnautica 1 or Subnautica 2, whichever one ends up being better when the second one's fully released. And I think World of Warcraft for online.
Okay. He's like Subnautica 1 for single player, Subnautica 2 for multiplayer. Like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
No, it'd just be funny.
Oh my god, that's so fucking hot.
My tongue is
Oh.
just liquidating itself.
Oh my god. That did not disappoint in regards to the hype. Holy
Nope.
fuck.
Nope, it's bad. I'm breaking the wings into smaller pieces. Oh, I gotta open the last one. This one's 7 times hotter than the bomb. The next one.
All right. Remember that one runs pretty fast.
Yeah, yeah.
I almost spilled it all over the place.
Okay. The ones with the metal top scare me a little bit. Oh god, that was more than I wanted. We're almost through it. All right, guys, this is smoked serrano squash Reaper X hot sauce. It's in other words, I hate myself.
Okay. So while you're taking a ride down the dragon's back, what is your craziest thing you've ever seen from cleaning pools? Whether it was like a dead animal in a gutter, some beautiful woman walked out topless, anything, any crazy thing the craziest thing you've ever seen.
I hate it. I hate it here.
Oh, that one's just as bad. Sean, you're a liar.
He's a liar. You're a pony. Hang on. It does taste good. I'll give it that, though. It tastes good. Okay, so. Only one more after this, guys. Only one more. Okay. What was the question? Oh, sorry.
Like the craziest,
craziest thing in the pool. Yeah, craziest thing in the pool. Sorry, my brain went blank for a second. He was like, heat. Rattlesnake was pretty crazy. Almost jumped my ass. Apparently, they're like really bad and dangerous and kill you.
Yeah, that's like a hospital visit, right? If one bites you,
that's like a hospital visit,
die.
Potential death.
Yeah. I should have said like emergency room, not hospital.
Yeah, like got to get there fast too. Otherwise, you die, and it's like $300,000 if you're not insured, on average.
Gotta suck out the venom.
But that one's crazy. But then also, I did walk into a backyard with a lovely young lady in a G-string, and her butthole was like staring right back at me, and I was just like, hello, I'm here to clean the pool. I don't want to scare you. But it's just like, I'm like, oh God, like, you know what days I come. You know what days I come every time. I did it on purpose.
There you go.
I had this one girl, she's like, not even the girl that lives at the house. She was just like a friend of a girl. They were like swimming in the jacuzzi while I was cleaning the pool, and they were like, she was like, so do you come here every week to clean their pool? And I was like, oh my God.
Hopefully one of these days you get a number this way.
Yeah, no, that one was like, she's like of age, but still like too young for like what I want to deal with.
Yeah, I feel that. Whew.
Oh, this one's not coming out. I'm gonna need a toothpick.
I got sweat coming down.
Oh my God, this is like, oh my God, that a lot just came out.
Oh no.
I was trying to get the last Ebb Thermageddon like just like to come out, and it was just like wonk. But yeah, pools have been great, been crazy. Dead possums, rattlesnakes. I've seen two 2 rattlesnakes now. One that I had to fight, and then one that my boss killed,
Nice.
which that's crazy. Because they can like when they're coiled up, they can jump like 3 or 5 times their body
That's
length
crazy.
and like fast. But if they're not coiled up, they can't. So it's like take that information with what you can, you know.
Yeah. It wasn't a rattlesnake, but one time, when I was younger, my dad was um, he did like military intelligence stuff for a little bit. So
Mhm.
he went to Iraq, but he wasn't like a soldier. He was like he actually did interrogations. Pretty
Right.
badass. So anyway, he was gone, and there was a snake in our backyard that bit one of our dogs, and the dog was fine. But I was like, I can't let this abide.
Yeah.
So I hunted that bitch down and beheaded it. Because
Yep.
I'm not gonna. It's one thing if it's just a snake and it's doing its thing, but it bit my dog. I had to take it to the vet because of that. So I hunted that.
So
Bitch down.
the rattlesnake that I fought off, it lived and went away. Like I just made it go kind of shoot it. They have 2 dogs, and they called me, and I had to like close their doors to their house on their back of their house because
Yeah,
they just had them open for their dogs.
yeah.
Because they're like, yeah, he's been bit before. He's an idiot. I was like, oh god, poor dog.
I like snakes too. Like my sister had a snake when I was growing up. Like snakes are chill as fuck. I
I
actually really
don't
like snakes as
fear
pets.
snakes. I respect them.
Yeah,
But spiders, I have a little fear of. Like
same,
it's not
same.
like
I don't
it's
fuck with spiders.
it's not like if I see a spider, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god. If a spider is suddenly on me and I didn't see it before it was on me, I might get a little jumpy.
Yeah.
I had a black widow
If
on
it
me last week actually,
Jesus,
and that
that's
scared the
scary.
shit out of me because I was like, "Are those bad? Will that kill me?" And they're like, I was looking it up and like yes, but no. Like in most cases, you get really sick
Oh damn.
and you get really fucked up.
If a spider is small enough and not poison enough to me, and it's just like in a corner of my apartment, I'll let it chill because you know it's hunting and sort of doing its
Yeah, kill
thing.
the
But
other bugs.
once
I'm
when
fine
it
with that.
becomes in my, once when it gets in my general area is when I have to like do something about it.
But yeah, snakes I'm fine with. Like the rattlesnake, I wasn't even afraid of it. I was just like, I took my pool net off my pole because I was like, that's like 8 feet. I was like, and I was thinking to myself. Then my boss was like, yeah, they can spring up to 5 times their length. And I was like, oh. I was like, my pole was definitely not long enough for that snake. I was like, that
Oh
snake.
no.
That was like, if that snake wanted to, he would have fucked me up. That's good to know. That's good to know. Ugh. Ugh. All right, the last dab,
Final one.
Thermageddon. I'm not gonna do it yet. I have it ready.
I'll go
This
ahead.
one's a
Go
this one's a thick boy.
So remind me, you're of Hispanic descent, correct?
Spain. We have some like Puerto Rican family members and stuff like that,
Puerto Rican that
but
you've met.
but yeah, I don't think I'm Puerto Rican. I think that's like
Okay.
my aunts and uncle, or like my grandfather's brothers, like in those like that section of the family tree. But they are family. They're like they would come to all the family events. We had a roast con pollo, um, all like the good stuff. But yeah, carry on.
Okay. I thought you were more, so I'm gonna pivot out of this question into a something else that you brought up that I wasn't aware of. So you used to do these you talked about these pig roasts that you would do. So tell me about that. Like what was the inception of these pig roasts? Like who would it was like friends and family? Like what was the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
That flavor is kind of ass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Does not taste good. at all. I mean,
Yeah, the flavor was actual ass. That was by far the worst tasting one. I thought it was going to be the bomb. It was that one. By far the worst tasting.
I had to choke it down. Like the heat, I feel like I'm handling. Though, I can feel a little burning in my nostril, which wasn't there before. So.
Oh, this one's really burning my tongue.
This one's hot. Nothing's helping. Okay. Pig roast. So after my dad got hit by a bus in '89, we lived in Long Island for a little while longer with grandma and grandpa and everybody because my dad couldn't work. And then after we get the settlement, went to Disney World, all that stuff, right? So then my dad bought a house in upstate New York. So we moved 5 hours away from like all our family and stuff to upstate New York, in the middle of nowhere from Long Island. And just to give you reference, I had like 3,000 kids in my kindergarten graduating class. I had 28 total kids in my graduating class in upstate New York. For size reference. But we had about 1.5 acres of land. Like I said, the hill with the backyard, the flat spot. And Grandpa, my dad's father, wanted to do like family reunions and stuff like that. And so our backyard was like the best thing because they were from Maryland. And they could drive from Maryland like 7 hours. And everyone from Long Island could drive 5 hours. And then, everyone kind of meet at our house. Camp out. We built an apartment attached to the garage for my grandparents. Which when they passed away, I lived in the apartment for a little bit. But basically, it started with just family. And then it was like some friends of family came, like cousins and their friends and a couple of my friends from school and stuff. And then came family, friends, and friends of friends. And then the year Grandpa passed away, we had probably like 300 people up there. Wow. I was underage, but I drank a shot of scotch with my dad and everybody to say goodbye to Grandpa. It was in 2003.
That's an awesome way to celebrate someone's life.
Yeah. And so we continue to do them every year, and then Grandma passed away in 2007. And I feel like maybe we did 2 more after that, and that was it. And then the family glue was just kind of dead,
Do you know how to do it? Like, could you roast a pig yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I could build the pit and everything like we did. We had a backhoe. We built a 20-foot by 20-foot round and 20-foot deep pit for burning like wood and have big fire that burned like all week because it started with just like a Saturday, Sunday thing. Then it was Friday through Sunday. Then my cousins would come up Monday before and we'd get hammered Monday through Sunday. Like it became like a week-long event. Like people in town, like my friends around town and stuff like that would take that week off from like, when's your dad doing the pig roast this year? What week? Like they'd be asking in January, February so they could take off from work. Like it was like a crazy event. It was like literally a festival event that only like we knew. If you knew us, you could come to it. The fire department would come because people would call the fire department because we had flames so high. People from on the highway across, like way across the way, thought like a house was on fire, and the fire department would show up, and then they would just come drink and hang out with us. because we had like hoses, we had like the whole setup. Like, wow, you have water, everything right here. Like the river's right there. We have a way to collapse the fire into the river if we need to. Like it was set up, and then one year my uncle, he was a teacher at the Mohawk Valley Community College, and he had a bunch of like I think they were Chinese or Korean foreign exchange students. And so he brought them to the pig roast because they wanted to show them like some American culture and they wanted to see it or whatever to learn. And it's a party, you know, first off. And every time we would throw a couch in the fire at some point. Like we'd have couches around the fire. And then throughout the week, as the fire would die down, we'd take a couch and throw it in the fire and it would go back up, you know, along with other stuff. And so these people asked my dad, like, why are they throwing couches in fires? And he's like, well, it's a tradition in America that when you roast a pig, you have to burn a couch. And so my uncle got mad at him because he's like, dude, they're gonna go back home now, and every time they go cook pigs and stuff like that, they're gonna burn furniture. And I just thought that was fun. I just thought that was like stupid but funny. You know, that's the kind of guy my dad was. He was just like, you know, this is what we do here.
I love that.
Uh,
Could you set up one of not like the full scale party, but just like could you set up a grill or a pit at your current place in San Diego or no?
Yeah, no, they would shut it down. It's so dry here. I'd probably start a fire somewhere.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, that makes sense.
It's kind of like an open thing. What my dad did is he took a big oil tank, you know, the big kerosene tanks, the big trucks fill up on the sides of houses. Picture that, and he laid it on its side and cut it in half. And then we got two rebars, 6 and diamond plate rebar, and welded that together. And basically, we butcher the pig and put the pieces in there, and you'd flip it. And it would be over apple wood. We had apple trees in my yard, so we'd cut down the apple trees the year before, let it dry up, and then use the apple trees from the year prior that we cut down for that year. Because you needed it to be like dried up a little bit. I forget the reason, like cured or whatever it's called. And then yeah, you throw that in there and you just cook the pig. Some pieces you'd wrap in like aluminum foil and stuff. And then yeah, just keep flipping it over the course of like a day. It was like 20. We did like 26 hours, I think.
Wow. One of these days, that's why I was asking. One of these days, I don't know where we'll do it, where we have to do it, but you gotta roast a pig for us.
Yeah, we'll do some Cuban sandwiches.
Oh, dude, I love Cuban sandwiches.
My dad used to rent a press, and we'd make Cuban sandwiches out of the pig meat. And my dad made a mustard seed garlic sauce, and like dill pickles and everything like that. That's like a staple. Like I said, we weren't
so good, dude.
Ourselves. I don't think
My
we
dad's
were
Cuban.
Hispanic. We were Spanish, you know, Italian and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
like, we had like a lot of Hispanic food and stuff like that because my uncle was Puerto Rican, and I think he was from like grandpa's. I think he was like my dad's cousin, not like my uncle, but I don't know. He was just we just call him Uncle Santiago, you know. Yeah.
I had an uncle like that in my life who wasn't actually my uncle.
Yeah. So, you know, we had a lot of family. Like, that's just how it is. Oh, my God. My tongue is still, like, go. I can feel it. Like, you feel the heat in my chest and, like, upper stomach right now.
I've been sucking on ice cubes for, like, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I finished this whole thing. This thing was full. This was pretty much full. We started the Simply Watermelon jug, the big one. It was full. It's gone. It saved me.
Hell yeah.
Whew. One question for you. Oh, we're still suffering from the heat. Now that you've seen the success of Hellforged and you've done that, what's next? I know you've kind of like told me and Moose and stuff, but like, what are you working on? What's coming down the pipeline? Can the people expect?
So there's that movie opportunity that's fallen into my lap. So I'm working on that still. It's right now it's at the stage where the director is really happy with it. And
Nice.
he's sent it to like some of the like people who would be potential investors. And so now they have notes and now we're like, addressing their notes. So like
Okay.
whenever you're trying to get a movie made in Hollywood, there's like at least pre-production wise, there's two stages.
And you get
There's
paid for this again?
Yeah, I get paid for all this. So
Oh yeah.
the writer and the director, usually like a producer of some kind, that's like the initial creative team.
Yep.
And you have to build a story and a script that like just you guys are happy with, which is
Yep.
a hard thing just in it by itself. Hold on.
What's up,
But then once
Sperry?
when you do that, then you have to start satisfying the suits, like all the money
Hmm.
people. And
Yeah.
so now we are making changes based on like what the money people want. But it's not anything bad, honestly. Like it's honestly like the changes we're making are good. It's we're shifting the movie's sort of like this science fiction kind of like end of the world kind of movie,
Cool.
but it's not really about the end of the world. It's about a father and a daughter and like their relationship, and like the end of the world stuff's just like happening around that.
That's
um
cool.
but
That's
we're
just the
pivoting
setting. I
out
like
of
that.
we're pivoting out of the science fiction end of the world stuff and more into like supernatural horror. So
Okay.
everything we want to retain, we're retaining. We're just sort of changing the window dressing of like the whole
Okay.
thing.
Dope. That's kind of cool. I like that.
So that's where that's at. And then I have two other comics that I'm making. So there's like a World War II action horror comic that I'm making, and that's going to be done with the same artist team that does Hellforged.
Yep.
Um, so that's about a team of or a group of prisoners during World War II, a group of prisoners of like the U.S. government. So it's a mix of like foreign international spies and like domestic
Kind of
terrorists and stuff like
POWs and
that.
stuff like that.
Yeah, prisoners of war, but also like people like Americans who were like done like shitty things or were like
Okay.
like there's like a serial killer in there, for example. Anyway, so they're used by the government as sort of like a suicide squad, and they're sent on a mission to infiltrate a bunker that is believed to be a site where they're developing like a weapon of mass destruction. Nukes don't like exist yet technically, so it's
Right.
just like a big bomb. But what they find there instead is like the Nazis are researching like the supernatural, the paranormal, dark dimension kind of stuff, and so it becomes this like action horror where there's like all this crazy fucking shit like 100 levels down in a bunker and they have to like fight their way out kind of thing.
That's kind of dope. Sounds fucking
So
cool.
that's that. And then the other one we're doing is a spin-off of Hellforged, but like the ways that it's a spin-off like aren't immediately apparent. It just takes place in the same universe, I guess is a better way to put it. But so Hellforged, as you know, is a science fiction fantasy reinvention of like Arthurian lore, King Arthur, Camelot, Merlin,
Correct.
Excalibur. So it's like a reinvention of all that. So Beowulf the Butcher is going to be the same idea, except it's a reinvention, like a science fiction fantasy reinvention of Beowulf. And so it's about Beowulf and a character I created, his daughter. Her name's Ebba, Ebba.
Okay.
They're like chosen by this primordial god to help it like basically I won't get into that to help
Yeah.
it
Don't
carry out
spoilers.
like
Don't spoil. Yeah.
its divine purpose in the universe kind of thing.
Okay.
And so they're like what they basically become like these
Crusaders.
these like intergalactic crusaders for this like primordial god. And so very early on you're gonna quickly catch on loving as it seems,
Right.
and they're gonna eventually like defy it.
Okay.
And so what's cool about that one though is like what I was gonna say, and I'll just go ahead and say it. It's Green Lantern-esque in that it's not just them who serve the primordial god. There's like hundreds, and they're like sort
Okay.
of like they're like these. I call them deacons. So they're like these warriors that are placed on like different planets to help like preserve the planet and protect it from like whatever.
Hell yeah.
And so yeah, that's how it starts. And then Beowulf and Ebba sort of discover this sort of like evil agenda, and like they just start like defying the god. And then the god sends like the other deacons after them. So you have like these cool battles.
Hell yeah. Very action oriented. Guys, if any of that sounds fucking right up your alley. Go click the pinned message at the top of chat. It's a Kickstarter. I believe you said that it's still running for late pledges if
Well,
people
yeah,
want to look
yeah,
at stuff.
yeah, the campaign's technically over, but there's still like you can still access like the menu if you wanted
Gotcha. Yeah,
to get
yeah.
some of the issues. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys can still get over there. You can go look at it. You can go check out some of the artwork he's got. We're actual comic artists that have worked on real Marvel, IDW image stuff. So like, go check it out. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Oh, that's something I forgot. So yeah, the lead artist for Beowulf is her name's Roberta Ingranata. She's like a legitimate Marvel artist. Like she works for Marvel on the regular. She was also Magic the Gathering has been doing like Marvel trading cards
Yeah,
recently,
the
and they did a
Spider-Man ones.
whole
Yeah.
they did a whole Spider-Man line. She did, I think all of, if not all of them, like 90% of the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man trading cards. So yeah, she's a fairly big deal.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
No, it's fucking very cool stuff, man.
I
Um,
appreciate you.
no, man, appreciate you. I like the story. I have all the issues of Hellforge. I'll have the finale in a couple weeks, I'm sure. Um,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
so we have
I don't
access
know
to it,
what.
right? But
Well, okay, so you're gonna see a message from me on your Kickstarter. So something happened.